Now, while each anime season has its bevy of the most highly anticipated and widely known to be looking forward to, such as Attack on Titans or your My Hero Academias, we do have, unfortunately, some, in my opinion, great anime that have slept through the cracks of time. Now, we can look no further than just last season, and you will see the Demon of Misfit Academy, the Misfit of Demon King Academy, and No Guns Life Part 2 hardly, and this is in my opinion, but I mean, I have not seen any videos covered about this topic or these seasons. It was brought up about like, hey, this is going to be coming out this season, and then it disappears. No one talks about the content or the quality that these seasons have to offer. Now, granted, some may be your basic shonen tropes, like how the Misfit of Demon Academy was, of just being an overpowered protagonist. But there's nothing wrong with that. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know. But then we also have this season of spring 2020, or technically this is the winter 2021 season still. So we have things going on such as the Attack on Titan final season, Your Promise Neverland 2, Doctor Stone Wars, and of course that time I was reincarnated as a slime part 2. Some of the anime that I feel like have slipped through the cracks per se through this winter 2021 season would consist of the Mushoku Tensei Isekai Itara Honkidasu. You know, of course it's an isekai anime. Isekais are not far in between. They have been skyrocketing over the past 2-3 seasons. We also have things kind of slipping through the cracks like the 4th season of The Seven Deadly Sins. I have not watched it yet, so I don't know if the improvement of animation or if story has taken place for this 4th season. I have watched the 3rd one, and it was kind of touch and go at times. But there are some anime that I would implore you never to watch. This isn't slipping through the cracks. This is one of those animes I wish slipped through the cracks to be forgotten through the history of time. And that is Redo of Healer. That's all I want to say about that. It is very scantily clad. It is basically a how to say that nicely. It should not be touched with the light of day. And let's leave it at that. Please don't go look that up. That is a horrible anime. It is. I wouldn't even call that anime. That is some dark side of anime type stuff. But anyways, we also have greatness. I feel like it's slipping through the crack through the Log Horizon new season that has been going on this season, I believe, with 6 episodes currently as of this recording, and World Trigger season 2, which finally came back as a sequel. But yet I don't hear any of these big YouTubers talking about the greatness of these seasons, or even the miracle that World Trigger 2 came back by itself. So this video isn't going to be too much longer, but I would definitely implore you guys to definitely enjoy this season's anime that it has to offer. Whether you guys are a huge Beastars fan, a huge Attack on Titan fan, Promise Neverland, but don't forget the smaller series that I believe will have increasingly exponential potential, such as Skate Infinite, World Trigger, and Log Horizon, and the Cells Black series, which I believe came from Netflix, also has 2 different seasons, granted in parallel universes side by side, but they're going on by 2 different studios. I believe the Hataru Sabu Black is by Linden Films, and the Hataru Sabu, which I believe is the true sequel to the 1st season of Cells Black, would be by David Productions. So I'm not quite too sure on that one. I haven't watched the 1st season, but I've heard the hype. It's basically Osmosis Jones, just in anime form. So definitely go check out those. We have a huge supply of anime this season before the spring kicks in for anime. Even Hortanisa Saga, I believe if I said that correctly, is also by Linden Films. So we just have like a lot of things kind of going around. We have a lot of the chibi type anime series kind of coming through, like the Bogono Stray Dogs Wan version. Same thing with the one with like Overlord and all the Isekai characters coming through. You got Rouge Zero season 2 coming through. Some leftovers include like Jujutsu Kaisen is still popping, and I have not seen the hype train die down for that at all. And it's currently at 18 episodes out of the 24. King's Raid, I believe, was another anime that slipped through the cracks because it kind of gave off like a generic ancient Mesopotamia type vibe. That's kind of known for like the old days of the swords, the knights and swords and whatnot. But Princess Principal, haven't heard this one either. That one's coming out with a movie, or has come out with a movie. I believe it aired on February 11th of this year, if that wasn't delayed or pushed back at all. But I don't know. This, I believe, Winter has some definite hitters. You just kind of gotta look for them. I think a good website to look for that would be on. It's going to be in the description down below, but that's going to be AniChart.net. So shout out to them. AniCharts and Anime News Network kind of keeps all their information very nicely compact and very user friendly. So you guys can basically just go check that out. You guys don't even have to check out the videos. If anything, check out my Twitter because I stay updated more on that than the videos, just because it's kind of a lot faster to post about something to get to you guys, letting you know that there's another sequel coming out or whatever anime is coming out, rather than to make a whole video. Because that just quite frankly takes more time, more editing. Especially me being in grad school now, I kind of have like limited time to actually do what I like to do. Seeing clients and stuff like that. So definitely be on the lookout for that. My Twitter will also be down in the description below. Also somewhere probably up on the screen if I'm not too lazy to post to edit it. To be honest with you, but we're gonna keep it 100. This is going to be the end of the video here. But don't forget, being civil is just barbarianism normalized.
Return to the past now.